It's always a good idea to use a drink coaster to protect your tabletop. But most drink coasters are boring, except for the one we're going to make. Here's a look at the parts to build the color-changing LED coaster. We're going to take apart this single-color light-up coaster and make it light up according to what's on it. Now, I realize you may not have all of these already lying around, so stay tuned for how you can get all the parts to build your own. The first step is to take apart this coaster, and there's some small screws that come out, and the cover comes off, and this small ring gets removed. But hang on to that, because we're going to need it. Inside, you'll find this little circuit board, and just using a screwdriver, that'll pop out. Ooh, there it goes. Using my solder sucker, I'm going to remove these two little spring contacts. And we'll also hang on to this other longer battery contact wire. Alright, this coaster has a bunch of little raised surfaces that have to go, so I'll be using my Dremel and a sanding tool, and I'm going to remove all of these raised areas. So when I'm done, it looks like this. The brains of this project is an ATmega 8 chip. This is what'll flash the LEDs in 8 different colors. And we need to flatten all those pins out, so the easiest way to do it is with a pair of needle nose pliers, grabbing them all and bending them out. Do it for all 14 on both sides. Now it's time to put the circuit together, and we'll start off with this crystal oscillator. Now the schematic for this design is available for free at kipk.com. We'll also add a couple of capacitors, and we're going to be using 3 color-changing LEDs. 3 resistors will be soldered to 3 of the legs, and we'll do that for all 3 LEDs. Then those LEDs will be soldered to our ATmega chip. We're going to be adding a small 10K adjustable resistor or potentiometer, so we have to drill a small hole in the bottom of our case. I just used the Dremel to open it up and make it a snug fit for that potentiometer. 2 small one-sided copper PCBs will be completing the circuit. So we'll add that to the circuit along with a small piece of conductive foam. This will allow power to travel through the copper PCBs. Remember those 2 little spring contacts that we unsoldered? It's time to put those to work for our power wire and ground wire that'll be going to our batteries. That longer battery contact wire comes back into play as well, as it'll be riding underneath our batteries. Then the batteries are added, and some black tape is used to hold the other contacts in place. It's time to lay the entire circuit in place, and taking that ring that we removed, putting it around the edge, and closing up our coaster. The small power switch is exposed so we could turn it on and off, and our color-changing LED coaster is done. Now, as the weight of your glass is decreased or increased, it changes colors accordingly. Now it's time for you to build yours. The beginner kit comes with all the parts needed to make the kit and includes the AT45 chip and 3 colored LEDs. The coaster will light up with each of these 3 colors when a cup is placed on it. The hobbyist kit comes with a more powerful ATmega 8 like I used and 3 RGB LEDs. The hobbyist kit provides a more accurate reading of how much drink is left in your cup and displays 8 total colors for a real wow factor. If you want to build this kit, you can definitely grab the instructions and print and buy your own parts. The parts will set you back about $40. But as a convenience for my fans, I've put it all into a super affordable kit that starts at just $10. With your kit comes access to my online learning site, where you can get bonus full-length HD online tutorials. You also get access to a forum where you can ask other members or me personally for help with your project and share images of your project. You can find these kits and more at kipkkits.com. You can click right through to the site right here or look in the description below. This kit is exclusive only to KipK fans for a limited time, so now is the time to pick it up. And that's how to build a color-changing LED coaster. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.